we ready to lock in? Boy, big news right off the drop. No Matt Zuccarello here for today's game. That's a tough one. Bobby Brink is in. He will take Zookie's roster spot, but Vladimir Tarasenko is going to play on the top line, and Bobby Brink will play on the third line. So here's what needs to happen. Vladimir Tarasenko, this is your moment. Let's have a night. Let's have a big time performance if we're Vladdy. And Bobby Brink, just play your game. Come in and play your game, dude. Have a night. Have fun with it. I can't wait to see what the Dallas Stars do to try to punch back, and B, what the Minnesota Wild do to try to counter. So what is believed to have happened with Matt Zuccarello, he got elbowed by Tyler Myers in game one. He ended up staying in the game, though, which was weird. So the thought is that it was some sort of a concussion-like symptoms type situation, but it is confirmed that it is due to the elbow that he took in game one. So Zuccarello is out. Bobby Brink in, and we'll see how it plays out. I love this. Trust in the hometown kid. I love that. All right, we are finally we're getting rolling here. My God. There has got to be a better way to do this. Then again, every team has to deal with this being at points, being the third game. You are at the mercy of the rest of the. I mean, this is the absolutely accurate response, is to not have a late game. That's absolutely correct. We'll just have to deal with it. Britt is joining us from Louisiana. We're all set. Yeah, we're all locked in for game one, or for game two. If my TV now will cooperate. Not even my TV, it's just my other monitor. All right. Just getting everything situated here. Dallas is going to be, they are the team facing all of the pressure. They have got to find a way to win game two. Stars, even the broadcast, feeling a little bit of the pressure. I can try to. Let's do this. See if I can do this without destroying my setup. So here's what we. Oh man, Owen Tippett got absolutely ripped open. Here's the setup. So you got stats on one monitor, game on another, and then of course me on the mini. We call this Command Central, or as I like to call it, the Bat Cave. That's what this is. Yes, Urban. Matt Zuccarello is out of the lineup. That's a tough one. But Bobby Brink is in his spot, and Vladimir Tarasenko has occupied occupied the top line. Copyright strike. Watch that be the one that does it too. I would absolutely die if that was the one that that did it. If that's the one that caused the whole setup to cease to exist. And you know, it's funny. It's not even. It's not as much of an NHL thing as it's a preference by Locked On that we don't do things like that because of the copyright strikes. They're no joke, and there have been other shows that have had their channels completely eradicated due to copyright strikes. So we don't want to deal with that at all. So we find other ways to do it. All right, early part of the action here, and it'll take a little while for both teams to kind of settle in. I will. I'll send you a postcard. I'll send you a postcard when they haul me away. I just appreciate you keeping the channel honest. That's all we're looking for. That's all we're looking for. All right, some good shots. Good shots early on. Over 50 hits tonight. I will take in the 40s. Like I said in today's preview episode, it's not the number of hits per se, it is what the hits represent. The being locked in from the get-go. That's the kind of thing that I'm looking for. If we get that, then we're in good shape. And they are already dropping bone cruncher hits, so they're dialed again. Nick Foligno getting into it. Yeah, this is all out war. This is all out war playing out in front of us. Zach Bogosian also in tonight. He just got a maintenance day in practice, so he is also in. I'm sure that was by design to try to keep him fresh, considering that was his first action back after a long layoff. All right, Foligno, fourth line, breaking the zone. Oh my God. Trenyon just ran somebody over. Yeah, this is an expected start. So there were so many players in the game. It was a nice turnover. There were so many players in the game that had hits, shots, and blocks. All of the above. They did everything that you would hope that they would do. Multiple versions of each. And that just speaks to the team being dialed in and locked in, which is exactly what you want. Zone exits will be crucial today as well. Keep the Stars to the one shot and get them headed back the other way. Ooh, Kirill just took a little bit of a... Oh, nice. Power play right off the bat. That's what we like. Yeah, because Kirill definitely took a twig up high. Get that power play going right off the bat, boys. That's what we like. So big early power play would be nice for the Wild to get off to a good start here. Set the tone. Yeah, mine's going to be atrociously delayed because again, I'm on low quality ESPN, so that the stream doesn't die. I'm thinking of you. I'm thinking of all of you over myself. I see just blurry objects on the screen. Looks like Hartman is taking Zucki's spot on the top power play unit. I'd say he's earned it. Dallas is going to try to clog the middle on this Wild power play, and so far they have not permitted them an ounce of space. Yep. Still 42 seconds. Good work by Market. Good work by JoJo keeping the puck in the zone on the power play. Let's see if the Wild can do something with it here. Yurov with it. Back out to the top. Tarasenko sends it down. Shot by Faber blocked. Senko keeps the zone. And then Dallas gets it. And offsides. It's pretty close. I mean, you could make a case for either one. I just tend to go with TNT because they were better at it initially. If you don't get Bob Wischusen as the play-by-play guy for ESPN, you're gonna have a bad time. So is that game done over on regular? Is it still Philly and okay, that game did finally go final. Okay. Thank God. They're not doing the stupid post-game thing, I hope. Wild have 8 hits, 7 minutes in. Fun fact, Yakov Trenyan averaged 1 hit per minute played in game 1. The Wild now officially have 10 hits to 2 for the Stars. They just got to keep the pressure going on defense. Let the defense set the tone. And just be ready for Dallas to bring it more consistently in this game. Yeah, this is so true. Doc Emmerich really was the gold standard. And outside a couple of guys, just that void has not been filled. I mean, we get Bob Wischusen again. on the ESPN side, which is great, but could easily have could very easily have John Buchacross, and we don't want that. All right. Dallas with just one shot on goal so far. Real interested to see what Mikko Rantanen does in this game other than get called for penalties. And shoot wildly into the crowd. Hey, Charisse, how you doing? Thanks for hopping in, and we are in for a good night of hockey here tonight. Jesper's got he's got a pretty cool mask too. The trees on the side. I never noticed the detail there. Wild with another face-off win. News out of Dallas is from the sounds of it, they were saying that Rupe Hintz has not started skating yet in any capacity, either by himself or with the team. So his status for game 3 has already been set to doubtful. I would guess the further into the series that this goes, the less likely it is that he is able to come back in major ways. If he is not available for game 3, I mean, at that point, I guess you're hoping for game 4 or game 5. Like, that's, I mean, you're running out of time. You're running out of time to make a major impact in the series. So I guess we'll just have to see. I choose to agree with this line of thinking that he's not walking through that door. Even if he's back, he would not be 100%. That's very accurate too. Like, it's going to take him, just like it took Heiskanen was fine. He just was not Heiskanen level. So that's, and on the Wild side too, Quinn Hughes was not quite Quinn Hughes level, but he had been sick all week. So you expected that it would take him a little while to get his legs underneath him. He should be closer to the Quinn Hughes that we know in tonight's game, which would be big with no Matt Zuccarello in the lineup. Correct line of thinking here too. Just end it. Just take him out. Take him out. Don't give him a chance. Just keep hitting everything that moves. Yeah, Zuki, he got elbowed by nice opportunity out in front that just did not go. Was that Yurov? He's had a couple of those. He's had a couple of those opportunities right out in front. And there's Dallas's first goal. Is that Johnston? Yeah. Yeah, that's how it goes in the playoffs sometimes. Wild had an opportunity down on the other end, and oh, puck luck deflection. Uh well, sometimes it's better to be lucky than good, I guess. All right, that's fine. Now just settle in. Now just settle in and play the hockey. So it's just a shot from. I want to see the overhead angle. Yeah, that was not great, but you gotta just shake it off. You gotta shake it off and get back to work. Good work by Jesper there. He had to range from one side to the next on the rebound attempt by the Stars. Wild just gotta weather just a little push here by you knew this was coming. Just gotta weather a push. They're fine. Faber with a shot from outside. I mean, selfishly, at least the unlucky goal was taken care of early. And going to the box. Good. See? Power play. Power play opportunity. Tie it up. Oh, it's 4-on-4. Can never have nice things. Media timeout. All right, media timeout time. Well, it's well underway. And Wild are down 1-0 on a very lucky bounce. Incredibly lucky bounce. The key is going to be to just not let this snowball. Just keep this where it's at until you kind of find your game and then just go right back to work. Finally, now we can get a good look at this. All right, it's a shot straight off. Oh, Jesper tried to glove it and went in. Well, I guess cynical moment. Philip Gustafson certainly would have given up a goal in that situation or others. So we're fine. It looks like it is interference on Bogosian, and Jamie Benn gets a hooking minor are the two penalties. So we'll play a little 4-on-4 action. Good work by Faber. Step right up. That's what I'm talking about. Right up to the front of the net, and you bury it. That's a fantastic response. Right up to the front of the net. So that's now in the two games, in the game and a third, that's 4 high danger goals right out in front of the net. That's fantastic. Go do it again. And yes, Hughes with the apple. Good call. Oh, Wild almost made it 2-1. Oh, that was a absolute robbery. So Jake Ottinger has had 2 absolute thieveries so far in this game. Hughes walks it in and Boldy nearly sauced that. Matt Boldy nearly sauced that. Yeah, Dallas has got to I think Dallas has got to keep this 5-on-5. And they have to focus on the speed. They got to focus on the speed and the skating. They can't get into a fist fight with the Wild. That's a losing proposition. I'm sure ESPN said something to the effect of Dallas has found their game and Minnesota has no chance. Dallas, it seems like, is also trying to take away those breakouts. They're trying to clog up those breakouts for the Wild so that they don't have that in their back pocket. Ooh, somebody got absolutely. Oh, Trenyon. Was that Ritzkoian? Yeah, he'll have to answer for that. Oh no, that was I don't know who that was. Blackwell? Oh, is he? Oh, he's just Trenyon's just he's just bleeding. I thought he was I thought he was injured. He is he's just got a gusher. He'll be back in. Let's see this hit. It was a it was a big boy hit. Yeah. There's nothing wrong with that hit. They just gotta stick some tissue in his nose and he'll be good. This is exactly what I expected in game 2. This is exactly what I expected. Dallas came ready to play, and the Wild are ready for it. This is now all about just executing on your opportunities and getting those opportunities, getting right to the front of the net and just letting it fly. The Wild are 1 for 3 so far. Yeah, he'll extract he'll extract some justice on Blackwell as this game unfolds. They just gotta get his nose to stop bleeding. Foligno was ready to bite his head off. If not for the ref who was like the ref was in between the two of them and looked like he was being pulled underwater. He was being pulled under by a riptide. And he's trying to stop them from doing their thing. He's like, "Hey." Yeah. This is a great point. If you want to heavily hit this Minnesota Wild team, um that's a road you better be ready to you better be ready to go down that road because there's only one way that that ends. All right, 5 minutes left in the first period. big credit to Jesper too. You'd never know that Dallas scored on that goal. He just completely shook it off. That's huge. That's what you got to do. I loved not all of what PK Subban said yesterday, but I liked a lot of what he said. He said it feels like to be a successful team, you got to have a goalie with some swag and like not meant as a slight at Phil. Oh, boy, Otter's Otter's dialed. Otter's dialed, but the Wild are still getting plenty of high danger chances. Good feed by Spurge. Where does he go with this shot? Left. Oh, if that's an inch higher, that's in. Yeah, we're softening them up. We're getting the breakout opportunities. Just got to keep mashing them. Just got to keep mashing those bodies. Those opportunities will keep coming. Good block. Can tell McCarron. You can tell McCarron he's licking his chops. He'll play a big role. He'll play a big role in this game before all is said and done. All right, JoJo, set it up or do that. Get it back up top. Just over a minute to play here, first period. Then we'll react to what we saw through the first period of play. Exactly what we expected. Exactly what I expected we would see. Just pushes by both sides, physical play. Oh, good give and go by Brink and Foligno. It was nearly a goal. Dang. All right, here we go. Yeah, they're giving the extra attention to Boldy in this one, other than the two other than the two breakers. All right, that's the end of the first period. Wow. Quite the back and forth battle, but I'm telling you, Minnesota is up to the task. Yeah, okay, let's talk about what we have seen so far in this day of playoff action. The Phillies, the Flyers. I haven't seen Trenyan back yet, but I I'll be shocked if he doesn't come back. I think the big thing was just he was bleeding. So they had to plug that up. Yeah, creepy. No Zuki. He got elbowed by Myers in game one, and I'm assuming it's some sort of concussion symptoms, but he is out. He is out for this game. And the hope then would be that he'd be ready to go for game three, but he is not in tonight. The Flyers beat the Penguins 3-0. That series might be over. Penguins losing both of those games at home. Yikes. That's not a good look. Stuart Skinner is also not a good look. So that series is probably over. Ottawa and Carolina are in overtime. That was a shock. I thought that I thought Senators were dead, but evidently not. Yeah, they're really slow. They're very slow. Um, that's those only 3 games tonight. That's it. 4 games tomorrow: Montreal, Tampa Bay, Boston, Buffalo, Utah, Vegas, and LA, Colorado. LA have any chance? I tend to not think so, but I guess we'll see. Oh yeah. We got the oil just starting. Anaheim and Edmonton. I can't read a prompter. Yes, I can't count. I can't count people. Math is not my strong suit. Evidently, there's only one game tonight. I was just told there was one game and it was Wild Stars. I was not aware that there were any other games that were being played. Yeah, that's really the only objective that we have for the Kings is to just slow them down, kind of. I do not believe you. I do not believe you in the slightest. Flip the score. Brock Faber, first goal of the postseason, first career goal of the postseason. That was pretty sick. Oh, good. We get extended Sens Hurricanes overtime to keep us company here. Watch this game immediately end the moment they go to it for an extended look. No, it'll keep going at least for a little bit. Yeah, that's a good point on Rantanen. He does seem to get very frustrated when things don't go his way. Um, just take it right to him. Take the fight right to him, and just let him get frustrated. It was it Trav. If they get that same opportunity 100 times, Jesper makes that save 99. They still don't have really any good looks. Still really don't have any good looks so far. They've mostly been relegated to perimeter play again. Until they commit to trying to go to the dirty areas, they're going to have to rely on that kind of stuff, and that kind of stuff is not sustainable. But it's all about what Dallas themselves is willing to do. And they have at least been more willing to absorb the hits tonight. Like they're straight up getting out of the way of the hits on Saturday. Um Today it's been better, but they they're going to have to make a much better effort to get dirty to win this. I keep looking to see if we've got any updates on Trenyan. Have not seen anything as of yet, but I don't know. I guess we'll see. He got elbowed by Tyler Myers, one of the Tylers. He got elbowed on Saturday. He was able to get through the game, which is odd, but I'm guessing he had some sort of concussion symptoms that flared up. Because, they've got the spotter up in the stands now. They've got the concussion spotter up in the stands. And um, he must have seen something because from the sounds of it, from what Russo was saying, he went through morning skate and everything just fine. He must have had something flare up on the way to the arena or on the way to warm-ups, which stinks. But we love the fact that you are joining us from Norway at 4:30 a.m. That is dedication. That's dedication. I'm going to be shocked if Trenyon's not back in. This must be a Stars fan. It's going to take a bigger hit than that to knock him out of the game. You get a bloody nose, he'll be fine. Yeah, I think you will see some of that, just as long as that does not become the single objective. Like if the Wild hit within the game itself, that's fine. But if they just turn it into we're just going to try to hit as much as we can, then they take themselves out of what they're trying to do, and that's when the problems arise. Where are we seeing that Trenyon may not be back? I have a hard time believing that. I'll believe it when I see it, but I have not seen anything to suggest that he is out. Yeah, he had to go to the tunnel to get plugged up. He had a little bit of a nosebleed from the hit, but other than that, I think he'll be fine. Unless he got a concussion, that'd be about the only way I could see him coming out of the game. I wonder what ESPN's saying about this game. It's only a matter of time for Dallas. It's only a matter of time until they do what we hope they do. Boy, Ottawa, Carolina still in OT. All right, first period stats. Wild's shot edge 13-9, hits edge 22-10. Faceoffs were 10-8 in favor of the Stars. Wild had one power play. That's the other thing too, is they are being physical and they're being responsible. If they can keep that going more often than not, massive, 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 massive. The Wild also with 6 block shots so far. Yeah, see? It's going to take Blade Wesley Snipes, prime Wesley Snipes could not take Yakov Trenyan out of the lineup. Yeah, they just said he went to the locker room. Russo has they have a story written about it already. Just that he went to the locker room, but it doesn't say anything about his status for the rest of the game. I think he'll be fine. I think he'll come back out. And if not, then Marcus Foligno is just going to take this game over. Yes, this is a great point. Great point, Iron Vibe. This looks like exactly what we had hoped this team would. And Nick Foligno was the one that said after the regular season was done, he said, you got to level up your game. You got to level up your game when you get to the postseason. And the Wild so far have done that. Don't you have a Stars podcast that you can go pollute? Are there no Stars podcasts doing live streams? I suppose it's too late for them. Still 2-2, Ottawa, Carolina. Still scoreless. Still scoreless, Anaheim, Edmonton. I know Locked On Sens is doing a live stream for that that Carolina game. I bet that is high intensity, absolute nerve-wracking. Yes, creepy colors. The Carolina is 100% the most boring team in the league. They are machine-like in what they do, but they're not flashy in it at all. They just do their thing. They just execute it at a high level until they get to round 2, and then they usually lose in 4. But there's just not a lot of sizzle to it. Not a lot of pizzazz to it. It's just a lot of puck possession. Okay, Joe Smith just tweeting out that Trenyan is not on the bench to start period 2. Okay, then. Well, now you're a little shorthanded. But this is where the rest comes in. You can lean on those guys. Just might require a couple of penalties to set the tone. I don't know. We'll see. Second period starts now. Just go get an early goal here. Be a great way to get it started. Or an early offsides or an icing or whatever. I was going to say the other part of this too, there's probably some level of precaution to it. Um, you know, you don't want him to to potentially aggravate anything, I suppose, because you are in game 2 of the series and as much as you'd like to be up 2 nothing, there are bigger fish to fry in the series. They just gave an update, but I've got the volume muted. So if somebody heard the update, share it in the chat. Now you just got to play a little bit more of a speed game. You got Brink. Just shake up the lines a little bit, get some push. Get some push in that lineup. There we go. A lot of updates. Cut on the nose, also holding his wrist. He did come down kind of awkward. So no update. Okay. Well, next man up. In this case, you got to play with 11. And now first penalty, is this on the Wild? Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that is a penalty. That is an elbow. All right. Power play time for the Stars. So just kill it off. My game clock is on 17:44, Patrick, but I think mine is considerably behind. A little shorthanded opportunity for Moose here. All right. This is a good start. Oh, so we're relatively close. How did Rantanen end up? uh, Here it comes. Here it comes. Oh, Rantanen. uh, when the most notable contribution he has had to the series is diving headfirst into the net. So that going to be a penalty on Faber then? Carolina Hurricanes have beaten the Ottawa Senators, and they now lead the series 2-0. Edmonton Oilers have a 1-0 lead on the Anaheim Ducks with 2 minutes left to play here in the first period. Yeah, I thought the same thing. It looked like Faber escorted him into the net area, and just at that point, his job was done. His task was finished. I wash my hands of this. Oh, that's okay. Thank you for the clarification. They're reviewing the Carolina goal. Okay. That made sense. Because I saw the word review and I'm like, what are they reviewing? Middleton, that's a dangerous pass. I'm glad it worked out, but that's a dangerous pass to make directly to the front of the net. That was dicey. Nice. Self-inflicted error on Dallas. Get him out of the zone. Nice work to get it out. 22 seconds left on the power play. And 2-1. An absolute chaos on the side of the net. All right, let's see this goal again. Right out in front. Yeah. That's playoff hockey for you. You missed the opportunity to get that puck out of the front of the net. And a lot of teams are good enough that they're going to capitalize on it. Now you can't let Dallas. Oh, so is Rantanen going too? Oh, Hurricanes offsides? Yeah, he should. I'm glad they took because he comes in at the end. He tries to come in at the end and yeah, that was handled appropriately. But yeah, you gotta get that puck out of the. You just can't have that kind of stuff. You can't give teams the opportunity Uh oh, so we're getting a power play out of this. Wow, calm down, dude. It's one game. It's one play. Oh my god. If you're going to turn the game off after one play, then just get on out of here. All right, so this would be nice to score on this power play. This game is going to there's going to be a large level of shenanigans in this game, so you just have to kind of weather it and get out of town. Boldy power play goal would be next level. Yeah, just get it set. Good work, Boldy. Boldy. That was tough. But I mean, exploding stick, not much you can do on that. It's just he had a great opportunity right there. And if that stick doesn't blow up, then you gotta walk right to the net. All right. We're still good. Everything's still fine. There were two different roughing calls on that play. Eck got roughed at the same instance that he was roughing, and then he got roughed after the play. So 2 Dallas penalties, 1 Wild penalty. That's how the Wild got a power play. Ooh, good opportunity out in front, just couldn't close on it. Everybody is just getting everybody is getting just chaotically wrapped up. That is a penalty on Spurge. Everybody is just getting sucked into the chaos energy right now. This is about the one time that it is, I think, preferable to be watching from home. Like there is just so much chaotic energy in that arena that everybody is just getting sucked into it. And this is what Dallas is trying to do. Dallas is trying to pull the Wild into this chaos because the chaos at home favors them. Everybody just breathe. We're perfectly fine. We're perfectly calm. Yeah, Dallas really is the worst. They really just are just an unbearably miserable squad to watch. I don't care if Dallas fans clip that. I really don't. Although why they'd be watching this, watch your own team's live stream. Is there no one in Dallas doing a live stream right now? I'm honestly asking. So did Carolina so did they win? I guess Carolina won. I guess. All right, kill off this penalty. Let just everybody just calm down. Mostly directed at the Wild. They're playing off kilter. Good couple of clears. Oh, so see, there's so much chaos with that Carolina game. Um, I so the Carolina game is still going. Okay. And Edmonton has a 2-0 lead. Oh boy, Anaheim just they melted. Straight up melted in the last 4 months of the season. Nice stick play. What was that, McCarron? Yeah, lead a little two on lead a little shorty. And now that's a good play by McCarron. It's a good play by McCarron to draw the penalty. Nicely done. Yes. The whiskey is strictly for wins. So I'm hoping to crack it open 16 times this postseason. But it will only be for wins. Superstitious. Hey, this is a good one too. Every time McCarron scores in the playoffs, getting a Big Mac the next day. He could do it right here, right now. Oh, okay. Everybody's putting their drink orders in here. We got Blanton's ready to go. Jack single barrel. I like this. But it's only for the wins. So the Wild now on the power play. Let's see if they can get the equalizer here. If you can navigate all of this level of preposterous BS, and go into the third period tied, that's a minor miracle. But you got to start just playing the hockey. It'd also be nice if the officials would get out of the way when Quinn's trying to do his spinorama. Yeah, you gotta shoot. You gotta shoot it. You gotta shoot it. Ah, I don't want to do anything that's going to result in my imminent death, but maybe not a bad idea. I can't. No, I can't do. I can't do Taco Bell tonight because of how late this game is going to finish. Like once this game is done, we're gonna post game, and then I got to go to bed because we still got another period to go, and with as much, although selfish point, there have hardly been any whistles tonight, which seems crazy. Yeah, Zuccarello is just kind of he's the architect of that group, and with him not there, it just looks disjointed. So Dallas has had two good goals this series. Then they had whatever the other one was that they scored to start the scoring. That's Del Taco's not a bad idea. I too am hoping for a Ryan Hartman goal in some fashion because um, it's needed. Yes, he had a deflected goal in game one. Another here would be delightful. There's no flow to this game. Because it's just exclusively penalties so far. But there is plenty of time. There's a lot of time to play. The Wild just need to The Wild just need a goal. They just need a goal here before the second period is done. Go into the third tied 2-2 and just let it ride. or just absolutely send somebody into the first row of the seats. It also doesn't help that for a majority of these plays, it seems like the Wild are just kind of jabbing at the puck. And yet, Dallas only still leads by one. Yeah, this is just full tilt. This is full tilt circus chaos right now. The Wild have got to get back to the front of the net. Um since the since Boldy's opportunity on the breakaway, I don't think go go find a Dallas stream. These Dallas people come in here and I say the Wild need to go to the front of the net and they say, "How about the hospital instead?" Is there literally no one doing a live stream that covers the Dallas Stars right now? I find that incredibly hard to believe. Maybe not. Maybe there really isn't. All right, here we go. Boldy shot was wide. Back out to the perimeter. Hughes sends it down. Eriksson Ek. Oh, nearly a good feed to JoJo. The Boldy line has got to come up with a goal tonight. They have got to come up with a goal tonight. Dallas wants a delay of game penalty. Just do the draw. Just do the draw like normal. I just want the Wild to get one before we go to the intermission. Get this tied up 2-2. And then we go to a first goal, puts all the pressure on in the third. It's very messy chaos. It's war out there. It's absolute war. Stars knew they had to they had to get to this. They had to go to this level to throw us off our game. Um, and the only thing, like, we're going to have to pull out of this. We're gonna have to pull out of this um to win this game. Like, if we play just in this level of psychosis, Dallas is gonna they're gonna take game two. If we keep playing at this level of psychoticness, um, there's a little mind games by McCarron. uh oh, they finally started the second overtime between Ottawa and Carolina. My God. Ottawa and Carolina are tied at 2-2. There has been a lot, though. Don't let the fact that it's 2-2 fool you. There has been no shortage of craziness there. There was a penalty shot that was awarded at the end of the game. Nuts. Bedlam. Hurricanes had a 2-0 lead. Anaheim has scored to cut it to 2-1 on the Edmonton Oilers. Who was that upended a Dallas player on the far end? Was that Hartman? Come on, guys, get the puck out of here. Yeah, but you can't just keep doing that. Like, they have to push. The Wild have got to have a push. Like, you're not up. You're not leading. You're trailing 2-1. Yeah, you got you at some point you've got to do something. You've got to do something to turn this tide a little bit. Looks like Heinz has, well, I suppose they're just double shifting people. Forcing passes. Uh, cue the lunch lady from Billy Madison. This has been sloppy. I know you kids like some sloppy. Very sloppy. Just mostly ick. But it's funny, like, I don't know. I still am not super down on it. Somebody just needs to step up, go to the net, and pop one in. Get it to the front, get it to Jake Ottinger's beak, and let him have it. Now just don't give up any funny business here before the period is done. Just get this to period 3 and regroup. Regroup something awful. Yeah, exactly. One shot away from flipping momentum back. Momentum's hard to oh, momentum is hard to flip. It's a fickle thing. At this point, just get it to the locker room. Get it to the locker room 2-1 and Time for John Hines to lay into him a little bit. Focus on the hockey. Jesper's been fine again. Jesper's been good. He got beat on the one power play goal, and then the otherworldly bounce. That's been it. He's been fine otherwise. He looks calm. He looks at ease. He looks fine. Jesper's not the problem here. The rest of the lineup needs to calm down. Anaheim is tied at 2-2. So we've got 2-2 Hurricanes and Senators. We got 2-2 Ducks Oilers. Yeah, play our game. Bingo. Play our game. You'll notice there's only one game in which the score is 2-1. Other than the 3-0 game that was played between Philly and Pittsburgh. Oh my God. With 2.4 seconds left in the period, and now we've got just a mess. What are the penalties here? All right, so Foligno. So that should at least be. Ooh. Oh, somebody got okay, so Foligno and somebody got kicked. Well, probably a 10. Not great. Hines is not happy. Yeah, this series is going to be a war. They're reviewing it. Oh, of course, Dave. Yeah, let's get Dave Jackson's thoughts. This probably Moose is probably out. Moose is probably out of the game. But there is also a penalty on Dallas. Double minor on Foligno. So Foligno gets Foligno gets a double minor, which is preferable to what it would have been, but that's this is exactly what Dallas wanted. So just get the hell out of town. Okay, now go to the locker room and calm down. Everybody calm down. Everybody listening, me included. Everybody calm down. Put on some incense. Put on some of your favorite music. Go pour a drink. Whatever you got to do. Oh, sorry. I'm responding to responding to a lot of angry hate on all social media platforms. Large levels of hate. Um all said, the fact that it is 2-1, I think, has got to be a minor miracle. But so it feels like an easy solution. Just get back to the hockey, but that feels like the hardest possible outcome of this. It just doesn't feel like the hockey is in there. I don't know. Maybe you get you know what I would love is if Boldy or Kaprizov would walk out of the locker room with that dead eyes look and just go pot one. That would be the preferred outcome. How are the Timberwolves doing? I haven't even been paying attention. I can only bandwidth one game at a time. Oh, they're only down by 5. Okay. They need to collectively, the whole team needs to collectively just take the 20 minutes and just take a sedative. Like you're handling every statistical measure other than in the goals department. The Wild have at this moment, according to the deserve to win-o-meter, the Wild in the deserve to win-o-meter, 78%. This is the wildest stat I've ever seen in my life. If the Wild win game 2, they would break what is currently a 42-game playoff losing streak when trailing after the second period. What better time than now? What better time than right now? The Dallas Stars have a 1.12 expected goals. The Minnesota Wild are at 2.40. Roughly double the expected goals. Yeah, Dallas has had nothing to operate with. Nothing to operate with in any capacity. But still, we find ourselves here. They got to get back to the hockey. They have got to get back to the hockey here. Wild are out shooting Dallas 23-16. They're out hitting Dallas 29-22. They've handled the face-off department 22-16. Both teams with 3 power plays. Dallas has 1 power play goal. That's the difference. Wild have blocked 11 shots. That's the difference. Get back to what won you game 1. Okay, Carolina officially won game 2. That's brutal for Ottawa. That's brutal for Ottawa. That's a real shame. I feel oddly calm. Oddly calm. Oddly calm. I don't know how. From the looks of it, according to a couple people on X, it looks like Hines put the lines in a blender. Rightfully so. You got to you might have to, at least for this game, you might have to just kind of shake something loose and get Dallas a little bit off their spot. But beyond that, I don't know. To quote John Goodman in The Big Lebowski, I'm calm. I'm calmer than you are. If Bill Guerin gets a cup this year, would that make him the best GM in Minnesota history, bringing an Olympic gold and a cup in the same season? Yes, probably. The Minnesota has not had a cup-winning GM or a championship-winning GM since '91. So you'd have to be. Maybe for a shift or two, if you need like a change-up look, but I think they just got to get back to pushing on offense. Like they're getting bottled up at the top of the zone. They just need to get back downhill. Too much passing because they're too afraid to throw it into the middle. You just got to go north south. I wonder what ESPN's saying about this game. Dallas is playing like Stanley Cup champions. The Minnesota Wild have no chance. Wow. That's a bold take, PK Subban, considering you picked Minnesota to win in the first round. What about Messier? I think the Dallas Stars are the best team in the NHL. The Minnesota Wild don't deserve to be here. Wow. Really, Mark Messier? That's your take? Cam Fowler, sir, would have scored a first period hat trick. Then he would have had 10 assists in the second period, and he would have had 10 fights in the third. It's just that simple. It's just that simple. This is fair. Those parachute pants yesterday, I can't trust the guy's takes if he's going to be wearing actual parachutes to the analysis. Yeah, I think that's the big takeaway is the entirety of the team just has to. It's over, it's done with. You kill off this Dallas penalty and get back to the hockey for the love of all that is holy. Just for a smidge of time, please. Hope somebody's channeling 1C Victor Rask in the third. Now that is Dan, that is where the energy needs to be. We got to get somebody to play the Victor Rask hero in this game. That's what we need. This would be sweet. I predicted that Tarasenko would have a big series, and that would be a great way to start it. Be a great way to start it. They've been off since the it's been a little earlier than that. I feel like they were off since the Trenyan hit. Because that messed up all the lines. I feel like that was the point that kind of knocked them off their axis. Yet, they find themselves down by just one. It's all still right in front of them. They just have to go get it. Do you seize it? This is what the playoffs is all about. Do you seize it? Oh, there are Stars fans in our Discord. Oh, yeah. It's not surprising. They're just not used to they're not used to that style of play. Dallas isn't. So it's not surprising that they take exception to it. But what is there to take exception to? Yeah. Can't you can't reason with fans. The comment section of the postcast is gonna be an absolute mess. I'm just planning for that already. I'm just planning for that reality. Wait. I will think of the engagement as I just endlessly throw the mute button on people. Are the Oilers playing on their heels? Couldn't be the Oilers. Yeah, they are going to need one of the top 2 lines to earn their keep tonight. Like, Dallas took the space away, that was intentional. They're gonna need to go get it back. It's not gonna be given to them. They are going to, they're gonna have to go earn it. Oh, the Ducks scored again? Oh, no. Yeah, all Dallas fans in the chat, make sure to hit the like button before I send you off to your Dallas streams. That's all I am trying to do. I'm just trying to make sure that all the Dallas fans find the Dallas streams. That's all. Oh, Connor Ingram turning into a pumpkin. That's unfortunate. Really hate to see it. Leon Draisaitl is playing for the Oilers, but Connor McDavid, is he playing? Hard to tell. He does have 2 shots on goal, but that's it. I say that he's going to score like a hat trick in the 3rd period. Troy Terry. 2 goals tonight for Troy Terry, for Scary Terry. I would take Troy Terry on the Wild. I certainly would. If that opportunity ever presented itself. Um, I guess we'll wait and see. One minute till we get back at it, till we lock in, dial in. Let's get locked in. Let's get locked on. It is time for the comeback. All right. Are you ready? We're back underway. Remember, Dallas has most of a power play left. So the Wild need to kill this off and then get back to work. Good work knocking the puck to the corner. Good play by Faber. Nice play working it ahead. Okay. It's a good start. It's a good start. Yeah, let's channel the JP energy to get a shorty on this power play. How about that? I just got to get back to the hockey. Just have got to get back to the hockey. So they're trying to attack from the right. Now they swing it across to Robo from Robo's office. Back to the top. One timer. Good save, Jesper. Puck through a crowd. Knock it to the corner. There we go. Now you got them playing on their heels. Back out to the top. "20 seconds left." Good play by McCarron. Oh, Robo's. Robo. Frustrated. Good work into the corners. Back out to the top. Oh. Ah, damn it. Faber, you got to keep that puck down. Then again, it was deflected, so what can you really do about it? F. No, Stars don't need they don't need anything. You guys don't need or deserve anything. All right, so it's a 5-on-3 for 2 seconds. Yeah, I hope you do. Good for you guys. Brink should be out. Oh, he 2 seconds. 2 seconds. Are they challenging this? Oh. Yeah, that definitely hits stick. Is it conclusive though? No. Go bother somebody else. Nice. Good work by the video crew. John Hines' video crew is undefeated. Nice. Good work. All right. Back to even strength. John Hines, you beautiful SOB. That was a great challenge. Now go get the tire. Go get the tire. Go hit that tire. Good work by Jesper. Clog that puck up. Clog that puck up and get Dallas out of the front. Ooh, that was that was just wide. Ooh. Got to get it out of the D zone though. And actually get a rush. Like don't just dump it in and go change. You got to actually get a push here. Is this an icing on Dallas? No. No, Formath. Trenyon has not come back yet. I don't know the extent of the injury. They haven't said anything about it. He went to the locker room and there has not been an update. I love the scrums when it's the guys that are not super involved, but they're kind of part of it. Like Bogosian right there, just going like this. Oh, good play by Jesper on that shot. That's good, solid techniques, solid foundational techniques to have your blocker down. Pad, shin pad, whatever it's called. They don't pay me to know the terms. They just pay me to do the podcast. I hope that video review is the turning point in this game. That'd be so sick. I'm telling you, He's not flustered. This moment is not too okay, Boldy. Or peel out. Can we get one rush down the ice? All right, it's Kaprizov, Boldy, and Eck, Hartman, Tarasenko, and Johansson at the moment. Line blender. We have got to get a push. I take a shot on goal at this point. Nope. I especially in as high octane of a game as this has been, absolute like calming effect is ridiculous that Jesper brings to what he's doing. Just completely unflappable, absolutely just executing the inner workings of playing the goalie position, and it barely looks like he is breaking a sweat doing it. Yeah, 6-0 in favor of Dallas in the third period as far as shots go. They're just trying to oh. How do you not get a shot on goal when Jake Ottinger's behind the net and Brock Faber gets the puck before he does? McCarron just murdered somebody. Just absolutely just dented somebody. Foligno got a double minor. I think was it Harley that got Harley got an Harley got something. So Dallas got a power play out of it. But the Wild killed it all off, thankfully. So we still sit as it stands, but they initially gave Foligno I think a game misconduct and rescinded that, thankfully. But yeah, it was a double minor on Foligno. They killed off the one penalty, and yeah, thank you. Interference. I couldn't remember what he got. The Wild have been credited with 31 hits so far, 32 hits. But after leading in the shots on goal department for the whole game, Dallas has now taken the lead in that department because they have silenced the Wild offensively. They have got to find a way to break through. And if you've got Kaprizov and Boldy together, it's going to have to be that line. That line is going to have to get it done. That'll be the difference between going home 2-0 and going home 1-1. And you got 13 minutes to do it, but I wouldn't wait too long. Oh man, what a save by Jesper. Ooh. When Zuccarello retires, Kirill is going to have to retire too, because it's very clear that Kaprizov can't play without Zuccarello. Like he's just he's a complete liability. I'm obviously joking, but they just got to find a way to. They just got to find a way to break it through. I like this idea. I'd be in favor of Mr. Matthews for sure. Just gotta make the pieces work. God, can we just get a consistent offensive push, please? I am begging you. Finally, just got an update. Yakov Trenyan out. Upper body injury. So what exactly is fair speculation? Robo makes it 3-1, and that will probably do it. Deflected out in front. Zuki got elbowed in the head by Tyler Myers in game one. Evidently, he showed some level of concussion symptoms because like he was in for morning skate, he was in for warm-ups, but he was removed, and um that was that. All right, you got 11 minutes to try to do something here. And whatever they have been doing for the last period and a half has not been it. Yeah, this is playing out. It's playing out exactly like it did um, a couple of years ago. they are just they are just there. This is just a meltdown. This will end close to what game one did, because there'll be some empty net. There'll be some empty net. Like you're just fully playing into exactly what Dallas wanted to have happen in this series. We knew it was coming a mile away. Jake Ottinger, when the game was in the balance, Jake Ottinger made some incredible saves, and that was the key moment from the early part of the game, where the opportunities that the Wilds had right out in front, and Jake Ottinger made the saves. Dallas kept on the attack. That's the boil point. That's the boil point of this game. Like, it's not. I think, to be honest, I picked the Wild in 7. Everything that the Wild wanted to do is still right there. If I'm being honest, I think people expected after game one that it was going to be that easy. And it's just not. Dallas is too good of a team. And getting embarrassed like that at home, you're going to get a response. Like, this should not be a surprise by any stretch. Dallas was always going to respond. The key point to take away from this game is that for a while the game hung in the balance. How about Brock Faber scoring another goal? Hold the phone. Three to two. Anaheim still holding the lead over Edmonton, 3-2. That game has just gotten underway in the third. Okay, good save by Jesper. Nice. Man, this is just there are just so much animosity between these two teams. Absolutely crazy. I'm prepared to rewrite the post-game gamer if that's what it takes. See? This is what happens. Shots on goal and attack on offense. It's amazing. It's amazing the correlation between putting shots on net and getting actual goals. Amazing how that works. Crash the net. Pucks in deep, crash the net. Thank you. Thank you for bringing this up. That was the Black Aces call ups for the Minnesota Wild because I think Iowa's season just finished. I think Iowa's season just finished. So once that happens, you can carry as many players as you want, but you can't dress them. So you get what's called the Black Aces. Iowa's season ended on Saturday. Shoot the puck. I love that, Jeremy. I will. I'll pass that on to the fellas. Because please just keep doing that. So yeah, Iowa season finished. The Wild called up a bunch of players to act as insurance. They can't dress them unless there are unless there's some big injuries. But they can come with, and a lot of times that's kind of a reward for young players is to get to travel with the team for the playoffs. So enter the Black Aces. I would love a Quinn Hughes goal. I'd love a Brock Faber goal even more. Nice shot, but a deflection. Somebody's stick just went flying. All right. We got a game again. Yeah, boom. No limit on the roster as long as it's cap compliant. That's the only requirement. They just got to flip. They got to flip the push. Flip the push back to the Dallas ends. And Take the fight to them. Take the fight to their D zone. Ah, gee, JoJo. That play by Marcus Johansson, he had the puck on the left side and he did not do anything with it and then was moved off the puck by Dallas. All right, now you got some numbers. Now you got some numbers on the near side. Yeah, I'm with you, Urban. That was frustrating. All right, come on. Somebody do something. Please. All right. How about a good entry here? Kirill, good work. Deflected. It's crunch time. This is make or break time here. This is what postseason heroes are made of. And you either take advantage of the opportunities or you get sunk by them. I will literally ban every Dallas Stars fan that comes in here. I'm just telling you that right now. No, the takeaway from this, the takeaway here is so you got what you have to do to win in game 1. We got a good taste of what you can't do in this game. And you had the puck luck goal. You had Jake Ottinger taking 3 different goals off the board. So it's just this is what we expected game 1 was going to be, just very back and forth, and it came down to it has come down to the final few minutes, like we expected. I would also take a Danil Yurov goal to tie it up. I think if you can tie this before regulation is done, I think you can win it in OT. If you can tie it up, if you can tie this up, send it to OT, I think you can beat the Stars in OT, and that would be devastating for them. Yeah. I You have to really kind of take the defensive numbers sometimes with a grain of salt because they face so much offensive pressure. And a lot of times they're just having to eat that. Like your numbers just your possession numbers just are not going to ever be good if you're going to be a shutdown defenseman. All right. Ah. No, you're not wrong. It seems like he's just getting moved off the puck. Yeah, it is way overdue. It's way past time for a Tarasenko equalizer. Tarasenqualizer? Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, that's 6. All right, let's lock in. Need this one. Come on, Hines, draw something up. Yeah, Diane, it was a too many men penalty on Dallas. All right, get it locked in. Is it just me, or does it seem like the puck is just bouncing like crazy tonight? All right, Eck far side. Ah, good work knocking it free. Now get set up. All right, Boldy on the side. Come on, guys. Find the one. Good look. Good save by Ottinger, though. He's been the difference tonight. Are we empty yet? Not yet. All right, Jesper, follow him to the bench. Oh, did we call our timeout? Oh, god damn it. Well, call a timeout. God, that's mm. Yeah, that's not great. That's not ideal. That's not what you want in that situation under any circumstance whatsoever. There is 1 minute left. All right, Jesper's coming off. Bouncing puck and the empty netter. Well, you knew you were going to get a response from Dallas, and the Wild were still in it all the way to the end. Ottinger just those saves that he made at the beginning of the game, that was the difference. It's four. It's oh, take your win. Good game, Dallas. Good game. You guys are something else. You guys are something else. Can't enjoy a win in any situation whatsoever. You got to just go make sure that you got to make sure you go push the other fan base to the absolute edge. God, I hate Stars. I just despise every aspect of that franchise. But yeah, I don't think there's any situation where Jesper comes out. I think he's fine. I think Jesper was just fine in this game. The biggest thing was Jake Ottinger just making some huge saves down the stretch. If I have another Dallas fan call me the R word tonight, I'm gonna it's exhausting. At least we can have one. At least we can have one Dallas fan that's not absolutely miserable. Are there more? Yeah. Yep. There are always more. Take your win and go. This is the difference right here. This is the difference. That's the difference in the game tonight. Ottinger making the early saves when the game was kind of teetering. I mean, it's going to be a knockdown drag out. It's just getting started. Just getting started. I suppose I should do something as opposed to just sitting here in silence. Midnight postcast. Midnight postcast. Let me give me like 10 minutes so that I can get everything set for the postcast. But as we've seen, Wild win the 5-on-5, but they lose the rest. Let's dive in. There's a lot to discuss in tonight's game. Getting the postcast live stream set up. So again, give me like 10 minutes and we'll go live. We'll debate this. We'll dive into this one. It's all coming up. Thanks for tuning to this again on Wednesday. For game 3, 8:30. Get yourself prepared. This is going to be a long series. All right. Postcast will be up here momentarily.